Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is July 3rd of 2025. I was out today with my husband and my daughters. We were out kind of just shopping. So show everything that I got from Dollarama first. So it went around, I had to get a couple things. I didn't see what I was actually looking for. Again, looking for specific things, not able to find them, but I am trying to organize my purses downstairs. So I did buy another one of these large racks. I have a bunch of these, but they're for over the door. This one here takes the screws. I'm making sure the screws are in here, yes. It has the screws and it even has the little anchor pieces, which is important. So I'll get my husband to put this up for me when I decide where it's going to go. So it says it's 7 pieces. Trying to figure this out. Who knows? It says 7 pieces. I have no idea. But it's a wire rack. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14 hooks on here, and I think it's just gonna be perfect for my purses. I don't know why it says 7 pieces, unless it means how many hooks there are because they're double hooks. Maybe that's what it means. It says it holds up to 44 pounds, and my purses are not going to be that amount of weight. There's going to be no coats on here. Maybe a few scarves or belts, maybe, when I figure out how it's going to where it's going to hang and what's going to hang on here. So like I said, I'm just trying to get everything organized. And I did buy myself the bird feeder. It matches the one I got a couple of years ago. I did spend $4.75 on this. Oh, did I say how much the wall rack was? It was $3.75 for this wall rack. There. And I like this color. This was the bronzy coppery color, just kind of like the color I'm kind of doing my accent in. And like I said, I've been looking for a few weeks for a bird feeder. I just didn't want to spend like $5. I just broke down and got it. I need it. We've got a lot of birds that come into our yard. My cats actually enjoy watching the birds from the feeder sitting in the house. I do too. So I figured I've been looking around like Walmart and Superstore, Canadian Tire, other places, and they're like 20 bucks and up. So $5 from the dollar store, I will do it. Still be on the lookout for more of the bird feeders, just because we have a lot of trees in our yard. And I did finally remember to grab an extension cord. So this is a 10 feet or 3 meters. It was $4.75. It has the 3 ones, so it's not grounded, which I don't need the grounded. What I needed is every time I go to vacuum, I have to unplug my vacuum cleaner 2 or 3 times in each room, because the cord is just not long enough, or where the wall outlets are just not very good in this old house. There's not many. So I said next time I'm at the dollar store, I'm going to grab a extension cord. I'm going to plug this into my vacuum and leave this one also wrapped around my vacuum. So then I probably am not going to have to unplug my vacuum as many times, which will save me some time. I'm going to grab everything that's down here. This bag is got this huge bag for just a few little items. I'll just see this big bag I bought a couple weeks ago from Winners or Marshalls, depending on which mall. I think it was Marshalls. Like about $2 for this big bag. But for the few little items I have, it's just so hard to reach in there. I did get one of these little massaging scalpers. I do have one. I just don't know where it is. And for $2, I figure, it's worth it. I can't find mine. I've gone through most of this stuff now. For $2, there's no harm in having a second one around the house. I also got some of this OxyClean, little multi-purpose, just for on the go. I do love these to keep them in the car or in my purse. This was OxyClean. I like the Tide one better. I am allergic to Tide, but I do find the Tide Go ones work really good if you can find them. So I'll try this. This was $2.75. It'd help if I had my glasses on. $2.75 for this little Oxy-Go Clean. These actually work really, really good. It's amazing how well these work. I will say I really don't know, because they always say something about wine. I don't drink, so I don't know how well these get wine out, but I definitely say they do get coffee out. Not so much chocolate, like hot chocolate, but you spill hot chocolate and you use this, it's not going to stain. It's going to be not as bad of a stain if you were just to let the food, you know, the hot chocolate or the coffee just sit and, you know, soak in and dry that way. So I do love these. I did buy this little watch here. So this Star Wars Sumi Sumi. So it's got Princess Leia in the middle, and then it's got all the characters going around the whole band. This was $5. Yeah. This is not for me. This is for a gift for a friend, for somebody. So we'll see. As I know somebody who loves Star Wars, and it's white, and it's got Princess Leia, and then has all the other characters all around the band. So I think she's gonna love this one. And then I told my puppy when I was leaving that I'd buy her some treats, so I got her these. How much were these? I gotta look at the receipt, because this is the only item that doesn't actually have a price on it. Oops. Where is... I'm looking for the dog food. Dog biscuits. Okay, $2.75 for this. It's a 100-gram bag. Let's see if she will love it. It says it is, it says human grade organic cookie pal soft baked bites with peanut butter and apple. Who wants a treat? Let's see if I can get her to come over here. Let's see what she thinks of the treat. She's thinking about coming over. And then the last thing I got was just another one of these notebooks. So it's the multi-tab. It says it is, how many? Five. It's 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count the number of tabs. That's how many sections there are. But it seems to be upside down. Huh. Okay. It does happen. These are from the dollar store. This was $4.50. The last tab has nothing in it. This first one here, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's the way it's supposed to be in the pages before this. I don't know. I usually do pages after each tab. Oh well, that's okay. $4.25 for 250 pages, and like I said, they're tabbed off like this, which I love this for gaming. I am in the middle of doing a couple different games, so I will just write on here which game I am working on, and then I can keep track of what my characters are doing. And she's still not coming. She's thinking about it. She's up on the couch. So I think that was everything. So it said my total was $30, $1.50 for GST, so $31.50. And I don't know why she still hasn't come over here. I'm trying to get her to come for a treat. You know, usually if I open a treat bag, she comes running. Come. Okay, now she's coming. Let's see how she likes these treats. I usually don't buy stuff from the dollar store for treats for the animals. She barely took it and just took off, so I don't know if she likes it or not. She just spit it out. And my puppy does not eat a lot of treats. She doesn't like treats. She likes my food. So I will say it smells like baby food. Don't you want your cookie? I don't know. Maybe the cats will eat it. So that usually happens. I'll buy the cat treats and they won't touch it, but she'll eat it. And I'll buy the dog treats. She won't touch it, but the cats will. So $3 for the dog treats. Like I said, my dog, she doesn't really eat a lot of treats. So maybe she already ate because we weren't home. I don't know. I'll have to try these again later and see what she thinks of them. Like I said, I usually don't buy dog food or cat food from the dollar stores. but I thought I would try these ones because it just has all these, the ingredients were organic, everything. I don't really buy into the whole organic thing, but it's been a while since I bought her treats. So it's a hit and miss by my puppy treats. I think she's just tired. She's been out a lot the last few days. My husband's been home landscaping, so she's been just outside, and it is just so hot the last few days as well. So I think she just might just be too tired to want to eat the treats now. But that is the items I got from the from Dollarama. I'm just gonna move some stuff around, and I'll be back with the other items I've purchased. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't have a lot of space here on my desk, and some of those items were just kind of big. I just need to get them moved out of my way. So I will do my next Dollarama. I've got another 3 different trips. So I've got 2 more Dollaramas and Dollar Tree. Sorry, just all the pollen is just in the air. My windows are now closed just because it got really windy. I've got my front door open because my dog is half in right at the moment. Sorry. So, okay, my next trip to my next Dollarama. I've been to, like, I don't know, I think we've got 5 Dollaramas. Surrounded by all these Dollaramas and a Dollar Tree and a couple other dollar stores. And I'll go to all of them in one day. So this other Dollarama, I bought, some stickers. So I found these puffy stickers. I love stickers because I collect them just because I think they're cute or I like them, or I can actually use them in crafts. Now these are going to be the kind that I just have just because they're kind of cute. So these were $1 a pack. So I found the ones with the pandas, and they are the puffy ones. The pandas, the cats, and the dogs. There were some other packs that I had seen of these animals, but they were more of those cutesy ones, like the anime style with the oversized eyes and stuff. But sometimes I just prefer buying the stickers that look like real animals. Sometimes I like the cutesy anime type stuff, but those packs were $1.50 a pack. These ones were $1 a pack. So at $1 a pack, I can get more than if you're spending, $1.50, $2 for a pack of stickers. I know I don't need any more stickers. And I also found, I'm gonna drop everything, this little pack of this scrapbook paper. These are the small sheets. I'm trying to find the size. They're 5.9 by 5.9, so they're just a little bit smaller than like a 6-inch by 6-inch. So these were $1.50, and you get 30 sheets. Shoot, can't even open this. Sometimes I don't like the way that they tape these items together. I guess I could run and grab the scissors again, but let's see. There. And these are like the florals, so they're really pretty. I don't know, I think you get maybe 2 or 3 of each pattern. Doesn't really say how many of each color, doesn't say. It just has, pictures here, and so looks like, I guess it's 10. So you get 10 designs, so 3 of each. Yeah, I'm just trying to count and see. It doesn't say how many, but it just has these pictures here. I like these ones with the florals because you can do so much. Like, you can cut each of these little individual florals off of here and do so many things. I really like this one. It's kind of got that vintage kind of a feel or look to it. And there was one more that I really, really liked. Was it the last design or the first? I guess it's the first one here. I love the yellow roses. Like I said, 30 sheets for $1.50. And I'm dropping all my other stuff. I found these die-cut packs of paper. These ones are the feathers. These are $1.25 a pack. I know I have some of these, but I don't remember which ones I've bought. I know I've got feathers, and I know I've got the butterflies, but I haven't seen these for probably close to 2 years since I've seen these at the dollar store. So I bought 5 packs. So I bought this purple one with the paper feathers, and it does have the little picture on the back as to what you get. So these are all the purple and blue feathers. I did get the pack of 33 of the blue butterflies. I don't know if I have the pack of blue butterflies. I can't remember. I did buy the orange butterflies. I know I bought this one before. Actually, I got a couple different packs of these. I don't know where they are at the moment. But, you know, I'd like to do some more crafting, get back into paper crafting. So, you know, considering getting 33 for $1.25, this saves so much time if you can find these embellishments already done. Now, these two I know I don't have. And so this is these insect ones. Or maybe I did buy a pack of these. No, maybe not. I remember I have some that are dragonflies. Maybe I found a pack of dragonflies and butterflies. I don't think I have any of the little insects. If I do, you know, I don't remember, but I definitely know I'd never seen the bird ones before. I should have grabbed 2 packs of the birds just because I've never seen them. So it's got flamingos, parrots, cockatiels, you know, things like that in here. And then some of the palm leaves, and looks like maybe hibiscus flowers. I think like the Hawaiian flowers. I think that's like a hibiscus. So these were, you know, $1.25. So this cost, I spent, oh shoot, shouldn't have put that piece of tape there. Now I've got stuck to everything. Okay, so I spent, it was $10.75 and then 54 cents for GST. So $11.30. Then another Dollarama. I was actually looking for like a small dustpan. This is like the smallest I could find just for down in my laundry room. When I'm emptying out the lint thing from the dryer, I always end up with, you know, just lint in there that I can't get off, and I was just looking for a small lint brush. I know I have one somewhere. I don't know where it went. And a small little mini dustpan. I know I've got them. No idea where they are. And so this was $4. So I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it or not. I was thinking yes or no. Do I get it? I kind of need it for the laundry room. Also, just where the a little garbage can is that I set out for where the lint gets put. It's so dusty on that counter. So if I have this downstairs, my daughter can dust the counter off. She can wipe, you know, dust off the top of the washing machine and dryer after she's done her laundry, because I usually end up having to do that. So it'd be nice having a little broom and dustpan down there specifically for that. So the next thing I'm going to do is they have those wreath hanger things that you can get. They're magnetic. I know I've got several of them somewhere, but they're magnetic, and I will just stick this to the side of the washer or dryer wherever there's the more room. I'm not down in my laundry room. I know they kind of fit there. There's space, there's gaps on either side of the wall, and there's even some space between the 2 machines. So I'll figure out where I will hang this. Maybe I'll hang it on the wall just. And then I also found another pack of this paper. It's the same kind of paper, but this one here is called Vintage Gardens. This one I've never seen. So the other one I had, what was it called? Oh, it was called Floral Feelings. I think I have this one. But again, you know, you go to different dollar stores and they get different things. I mean, I was even talking to the lady working there when she was ringing my stuff through. I'm like, yeah, I've been to like about 3 Dollaramas already today. And I said, I bought stuff from all of them, and all the crafting stickers and things, paper, it's all different in every Dollarama. So you kind of have to go to them all kind of in the same day, so that way you know what you've bought. But these ones are nice. Like, it's this more green. Like, I like this one here because this this flower right here is the heather. So that one I really like. And I like that these ones here have the space. Again, you can put this in something and do stuff here, or you can just cut this out and then use the center for some other craft. I love that some of these papers are, you know, more versatile, like this one here. I can cut each of these individually out. Also, when it's pictures like this where everything is really spread out and I can cut each, something like this, I wouldn't waste my time, you know, cutting this out of this paper, because then I would lose it. I would actually scan and or photocopy or print, you know, using my printer, and then be on different paper, and I can adjust the size to make these images bigger or smaller. And then I can always reuse them, so I don't have to, you know, I don't have to buy all these books all the time with all this different paper. This one here is just the green with lots of flowers and butterflies. But yeah, so that's the other thing I like to do is something like this. You know, this is just plain. Kind of looks like, I don't know, like a rice paper kind of a thing. Yeah, so that's what I do. I would, especially, yeah, let's go back to that one. This one here like this, like I said, you know, then you can cut each of these out. Then you don't have to buy a whole bunch of these books. You buy one and you can photocopy. It's easier to do it with these when they're larger and spaced out. This one here, see, they're kind of spaced out, but they don't have like the big, large flowers like this one has. Like I said, these were $1.50 each. Then I found these foam flower kits. I have never seen these before. So I found 3 different ones. So they're the foam flower kits. They were $1.75 each. And I don't know how many it says it makes. That includes 8 foam sheets, 1 ribbon, and 1 sheet of instructions. So I'm not sure. Maybe you make 6 flowers on here. I'm not quite sure. That one's got 6 flowers on the front. This one here, yeah, it also has 6 flowers. So maybe you get 6 flowers out of each one of these packs. It's hard to tell. It does say glue needed. I didn't even notice that till just now. But, you know, I said these just be a fun craft to try. I'd love to do some foam flowers. I've done them before. It's been quite a few years, but I thought having these kits, and then I can keep the foam sheet. Let's see how they come, because I believe if I keep the foam sheet, I can use it as a template. Yes. See, you can punch each one of these out. I'm not going to open this all because I will lose it, but yeah, I punch each of these flowers out, keep this foam sheet, and then I can, you know, reuse the main sheet here as a stencil for more foam, so I can make more flowers another day. So there's 3 of them. So with these ones, it was, is this the right receipt? Suddenly the receipt just looks wrong. Did I spend? That is funny. It looks wrong, but it's the same price. It came out to $10.75, 54 cents for GST, so $11.29, but Canada we round up for the penny, so $11.30. So 2 receipts, the exact same price. That's neat when that happens. I'm just gonna move this box. I'm just gonna put this back in here, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose something. Set these aside. So I've got this last bit of stuff. Like I said, I don't have a big table or anything to work with. I've only got the space between my computer and the edge of the table here. So now these were from Dollar Tree. I don't go there too often. I find they have a lot of stuff, but they don't get new stuff. And their pricing is kind of going up. But, you know, I still go there just because I like to walk through. So, like I said, I'm trying to set up a really nice desk down here. I've got a few extra things sitting here that just kind of look a little cluttered to me. So I'll be taking some of the stuff upstairs when I get upstairs done. But one of the things is a nice, I'll probably buy a second one of these. You know, this little letter, what's it calling it? It's calling it a wire letter sorter. So you've got the different levels here. I probably wouldn't use it for letters. I'll probably just use it for like my notebooks or paper. But it was $1.75. I don't know where the little tag, because of the way it's shaped. It's probably in my car. But yeah, this kind of looks a little funny, like it got bent. It probably did get bent. But it was on some weird end aisle. There was a bunch of them, but they were all stuck together. I had to take all of them off the shelf in one armload, trying to get, you know, one off of each other, just the way you can see it's one continuous piece of wire. So when you have a whole bunch of them stacked on top of each other, they all just intertwine. But I got that one. And then I was looking for, because I got my new little weekly planner sitting on my wall here by my computer, and the little marker that comes with it is black, and I can't see it. It doesn't really show up strong enough unless I'm sitting right, or I'm right next to it. But I want something that's a bright color so I can easily see things. I also am one of those people who I do need colors so I can do the difference between if it's something for me or something for my daughter or my husband. I've always done color coding with all 4 of my kids. It just made me seem more organized, but it just gave me at a glance I could see who was doing what. So I found this pack of 4 colored dry erase markers. These were $1.75. That's gonna be nice. So I've got, you know, I don't really know about the yellow, how well it's gonna really show up, but I really like the pink and the purple. That will just give me some indication when I write certain things, especially for like the church, for the nursery. I'm doing it, but my daughter's also going to be doing the nursery too, so I can write, you know, who does nursery in 2 different colors instead of just the same color. And then I also grabbed a whiteboard eraser. I know I have these somewhere. I can't find any of them. So I thought, I'm there, I might as well buy it. And it was $1.75 as well. And then I found this little desk notepad. I do like these. I try to keep myself so organized by writing out little notes. Sticky notes is something that, you know, all my kids used. You know, you write sticky notes, leave everywhere. But sometimes I like to have a little bit larger than a sticky note, or not so like those bright colors, so it's so noticeable all the time. And I like that this one has, you know, it has like, you can write the day of the week, so you've got your date up there, a to-do list, notes, and important things. I like these because this is not necessarily like an everyday I have to write stuff down. I can just write quickly things I need to get done in the next week or 2, and I can just give myself little reminders of things that I have to do, and then I can check them off as they get done. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. If it's not written down, I will forget. And this little notepad block was $1.50. But this is actually 4.5 by 4.5 inches. So I do have one of those little memo holders. I don't know if the one I have might be too small. Because I was at the dollar stores looking, and the ones that they sell are about 3 inches by 3 inches. Because they just still hold the sticky notes. So I do need to find a larger one. I do have a larger one upstairs. I don't know if it is this size or not. So I will have to figure out. And then I also got this little cute little pen. I don't need more pens, but I just want to kind of make my living room here kind of like everything kind of, I think the right word, cohesive. Everything kind of goes together. It all looks like, you know, you're organized. Everything looks good. So I like this one. So it's a multicolor, so it's a 4-in-1. So 4 different colors. So I got gray, blue, pink, and green. I really don't know if I'm going to use all the colors. I don't even know if I'm going to even use this pen. But it's got the little pink gem up here, and it's got a little cat unicorn, I don't know, catacorn, something like that. But the little cat unicorn on there, and it's just, I thought it was so cute. And it's gonna match, you know, the stuff that's sitting here, which is kind of what I'm going for. I'm trying to make everything look good. And this pen was $1.50. And then I got this for my dog. One of these little mats. We give the cats tuna, then we try to give her some, but she eats her tuna or the wet cat food. We'll give her a little scoop of wet cat food, but she eats it so fast, and then she's right after the cat's food. So I've been looking for one of these. It was at Winners and Marshalls. I had seen one that looks so similar to this, and they wanted like $5.99 or $6.99, something like that. And then I saw them at Walmart, and they're like almost $15. I went to a pet store, $30 for one of these little mats. This one here was Dollar Tree, and it was $2. So I figure, well, for $2, it's worth it, because I don't even know if it's going to work. I don't know if she'll use it. I don't want to waste money on something that she's not going to use. So I figure for $2 versus $10, it's not a loss, because even if she doesn't use it, it just looks cute, and I can just stick it over by her food dish and just have it sitting there, like the extra dishes and things. They just kind of look, or hang this up by her, by the pet supply stuff, and it'll just kind of look cute sitting there. Like I said, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I will wash this. It is covered in stuff. I don't know. So I will wash this and try this out with her later. But these are called, I know they've got a name. It says it's a spread, sniff, and lick. So it's a paw lick mat. And I know they're supposed to help get the animals to slow down eating too. So I will test this out. And so Dollar Tree, came to $10.25, 51 cents GST. And like I said, we don't do a penny, so it came out to $10.75. And I think that is everything. So that looks like everything that I got on this last shopping trip. So Dollar Tree, Dollarama. I think those were the. Oh wait, no, there is one more. Yeah, sorry. The dollar stores is my daughter. This other stuff is with my husband. So we were at Canadian Tire. We had to get soil because he's doing some landscaping. And we needed dirt. So we got the 25 liters of topsoil was $2.99. So we bought 12 bags. So it was 33, 34, something like that. I don't know. My husband's got the receipts. So then we were there. We also grabbed a new pack of these cooktop scrubbing pads. These are the only ones that I'll use for on top of my glass stove. Is the ones that are made, specifically for cooktop. I do have different scouring pads. I've got the green Vileda that I usually buy at the dollar store. Those I use for scrubbing other surfaces, but I only use these red ones here by Weeman. I only use these ones for the cook stove. So I make sure to buy red, and everybody knows the red is only for the stove, nothing else. And then I was also out of the foaming glass cleaner, so I buy this at Canadian Tire as well. This is a Zep. So my foaming glass cleaner, I have to say yes, the price of these went up. So I used to get them at like $3 something. They're now $5.99. So it's now like $6 for these, which is the only place in, I have to double check Home Depot, but Canadian Tire is where I usually get them. And same with this brand here is sold at both Home Depot and Canadian Tire. And because my husband bought this stuff, I don't know the exact price of this. This was either $7.99 or $8.99. I can't quite remember about that, $7, $8. But with the amount of glass that I used to have versus what I have now, this is going to last me so much longer at this house, even though I do have quite a lot of glass that I do, glass, shower doors, tile, things like that. And I love the foam cleaner. It's so much easier than the Windex spray stuff. This does cost a little bit more, but I find this actually lasts longer for me. Like I said, I can't remember if it was like about $8, $7, $8. Hard to remember. Like I said, it was, and I'm with my husband, he pays for things, and then he's got the receipt, so I can't double check. Same with the next two items. I found these at Superstore. I will say, my daughter My oldest, her birthday's coming up in less than 2 weeks. She's going to be 24. So I know she loves cats. Her and her boyfriend have 3 cats. She has 1, he had 2, so now they have 3 cats. And so her cat is named Lilac. And his cats are Jack Daniels and Whiskey. So JD and Whiskey and Lilac are their pets. So I saw this little mug. This was like $5. And I'm like, her birthday's coming up. It's a nice color. It's got all these cats on here. I don't see any that looks like her cat exactly, but that's fine. It's still covered in cats. And then inside it says meow or never. And then I found this candle. So this was $5. Then I found this candle. I'm going to have to clean it. It is dusty. When looking for candles, you always have to check because there was so many. Oh, is that a little chip? Oh, this one does have a little chip. There were some of them that were really badly chipped. Always check when looking for candles that the glass is not chipped or cracked. So the candle was on sale. It was clear it's out, and I can't remember if it was $9.49 or $9.94. It was, so it was either $9.50 or $10. I can't remember. So about $10 for this nice 2-wick candle, and it's a Life at Home. So it's the Superstore or Loblaws brand. And it is Lilac and Vanilla Blossom. And I thought that was so funny. I found a candle that's called Lilac, and I found a mug covered in cats. So this is going to be like a perfect birthday present for her. And I'm just going to see. It's hard to smell. It has a pretty good smell. This is all just dusty. That's the other thing, is I like the candles that have like a solid lid because it keeps the scent, and it also keeps the candle from getting dusty while it's sitting on the store shelves. So again, I'm one of those people who, when I give candles to people, even when I give mugs, I will take a dry cloth and just dust everything before wrapping it. Like, I'm not going to wash it and peel the label off, but I will clean it out and give it a kind of a good dry wiping. And so now I think that is everything from my shopping trips with my daughter and my husband. That's something I don't really do too often, is go shopping with my husband, but it was just Canadian Tire and Superstore. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.